Hey Vibe Makers, it's Lila with LB Novelties, and we're in a new year. 2022 is here. It's commenced. We're already a few days into it, and I just wanted to check in with my Vibe Makers and see how you all are doing. Anyone that is new to my channel, welcome here to my channel. So happy to have you here. And if you've been a Vibe Maker for a while, thank you guys so much for your support. If you are new to this video but haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'm always sharing really great videos here, and I love to share creativity, peace and love vibes, and just some good times. But for today's video, I wanted to really create a video that kind of just share tips of what I am doing myself to make sure I'm consistent with my planner and creating kind of a planner routine. So I'm going to share some of my tips. Hopefully it inspires you guys to create a little planner routine for yourself and make it work with your timeline. And remember, everybody has different timelines. Everybody has different lifestyles, different jobs. Some are, going to school. Some are juggling 2 jobs, moms, dads, etc. Whatever it is that you're doing, just keep that in mind and work the planner around your life and the season you're in. Okay, so that's something I want to make sure you remember as like a first tip. The planner is supposed to help you with your life that you're currently living and just where you are in your life, and life changes. So like for me, my planner routine has changed throughout the years, just depending on where I am in that season of my life. So that's something I want you guys to keep in mind. But let's have fun, go through some tips and something that I'm doing at least for this new year as we're starting 2022, and hopefully you guys like it. All right, guys, so the first official tip, I know I mentioned the tip in the beginning portion of this video, but the first official tip that I love to do prior to, especially when it's like the new year and I'm getting ready to bring in new planners or maybe just kind of set up a different system for myself, is to have a space or just have an area where I designate my planner area. So for me, I'm lucky enough that I have a workspace that I kind of created on this side of my bedroom. This is actually my bedroom, and along this wall is my workspace slash filming area slash planner space. So I'm lucky enough that I have this space. And if you want a workspace tour, I do have a workspace tour where it kind of goes into detail of what I have and how I have it stored. But you don't have to have a huge, area where you're going to plan. What I recommend if you're starting to plan and you're like, I really want to, make a routine and kind of incorporate it into my day-to-day activities, is having a caddy. You don't even have to have a cart. Just have a basket that you designate to hold the tools that you need. Because for you to succeed in planning, of course, you need to have, your pens, markers, whatever it is that you use to plan on hand and ready to go, so you're not like having to look around and you get distracted. Because for me, I can easily get distracted if I don't like have myself situated and ready to plan. I can, I'll be like, oh, what, I saw this, or I start talking to someone. So I think having everything in a little small designated area, even if it's like in the corner of your dining room or your living room, having a caddy with your markers, pens, your planner in there. If you're like me and love stickers, a couple of sticker books, and have it ready to go. So when it's time for you to sit down and plan, all you gotta do is pull out the caddy and you can get to planning. So that's the easiest tip. First tip that I definitely recommend is having your planner area set up for you, so it's something that okay, this is the time I'm designating for this, and I got everything I need so I can fill in my planner, fill in my goals, fill in my day-to-day activities, whatever it is that you're using your planner for. Have that area set up and ready for you. And for me, I have my desk set up with markers and pens and my scissors. And then another thing I like to have is just a pouch. So even if you don't even have a caddy, if you just have a pen pouch, and I have whiteout, my X-Acto knife in here, a couple of pens and markers, and what else do I have? Oh, and tweezers, because like I need help putting down stickers, so tweezers are really great. So even if you have a pen pouch, this is number one tip, is just have somewhere where all your tools are located and that you can have it with you with your planner. And you can even take it on the go and plan outdoors if you want to get some fresh air. But I think that's really important to have that, kind of situated so that way you're ready to go to planning. So get yourself a little pen pouch and you're good to go. Okay, so for me personally, I like to plan at night after I've accomplished everything I needed to get done throughout the day. I like to go and check into my planner, and there's a lot of things that I do at night. And even when I'm exhausted, for example, last night I got done with work at 8:15 because I work from home and I can set my schedule. So I was working a little bit late last night. And I could have easily been like, you know what, I'll fill in my planner later, which it's totally fine. I've done that too. Like if you're like, I'm too tired, I'll do it tomorrow. It's okay to have those days, but to create a routine is really important. So for me, I know what time works best for me that I feel like I can sit and concentrate. And personally for myself, it's like after, you know, everybody's gone to bed, and like it's like prior to going to bed myself, I like to check into my planner, do my gratitude journaling, and then I'll explain some other steps that I'm doing, but that's just like the time that I love and works for me. There's people that like to check in right when they wake up. They do their, you know, check in with the planner, see what's going on with the day. So figure out what time frame works best for you. That's a tip that I definitely recommend, is what time do you feel is where you're gonna sit and actually allot at least 5 to 10 minutes. I think for sure you need 10 minutes to do, you know, like if you're doing a goal planner, your regular planner, a gratitude journal. If you're just doing one planner, at least 5 minutes, it's a good time to allot to it. But I would definitely look into maybe kind of keeping track. Do it for a week. Bring out a notebook and just write down, okay, I tried planning this day. How did this go? And then I tried planning at this time. How did this go? And kind of keep track and evaluate and see what time frame is best for you to, you know, dedicate to planning and to yourself. Because even though planning, you know, it's fun and stuff, it really is a way to dedicate time to yourself. And maybe you're tracking your wellness, or like I said, gratitude journaling, or your budget planning, whatever it is that you're doing, it's something that you're wanting to do to improve something in your life. So it's like self-care at the same time. So make sure you're dedicating time for yourself and to your planner. So my time is nighttime. That's the best time. And another thing I like to do is I like to kind of start out my plans, like pre-write a few plans that I know for sure are happening. Is on Sunday night, I'll go in and kind of fill in my planner of things that I know for sure that are happening. And then I'll check in, like I said, daily and see if like, oh, you know what, you know, I need to do this tomorrow or in 2 days. I'll go in and add more to the planner. Cause like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know exactly everything that's happening in a full week. I could barely keep up with a couple of days, and I'm just keeping it real. But you know, there's people that can like, you know, plan out the full week filled in planner, and that works for them. But for me, I like to kind of do a few plans written out that I know for 100% sure are happening. I'll fill that in on Sunday night, and then I do my daily check-in, and then, you know, write out a to-do list. Maybe I have to run to Target, write out a list that I need to get done. So that's what I like to do with my planner, and that's just for my everyday planner. And then first, like I do social media planning, but that's a whole different like section in life. But for sure, like if you're just doing your everyday check-in, at least, you know, do it once a day. And if you can't squeeze it in once a day, at least try to do it once every 2 days. Because I think it's important to check in with your planner and see like, you know what, I don't think I can accomplish this task this week. And at least you know to carry it over to next week, or maybe you can, you know, take it over to the end of the week, but that way you time manage as well. So it's really important, at least for me, it helps me to time manage because I can carry a lot of tasks if I have my planner with me. So make sure you allot time to plan, and I have that situated for me at nighttime. I love to just sit down, relax, it's quiet, and catch up with my planner. Another tip that I like to have is to designate spaces in my room to hold whatever it is that I need to accomplish that day. And like, what I mean is, for example, I want to be reading 10 pages minimum in a book each day. What I've done is, instead of having my books out in our little library, I have a stack of books right here, and I have those on my side table, so they're right next to me in bed. So even if I've like haven't had time to read throughout the day, I make sure I have them by my bed. And before bed, I'm like, okay, I have time to kind of sneak in 10 pages. And I've been like noticing that I've been reading more pages. I just set a minimum that I'm comfortable with. And I've been able to read, my book, and I have it right next to me. So that's what I mean, is just setting up the area for you to accomplish the goals that you have in your planner. I like to kind of strategize everything in that aspect. And I know you're thinking, well, this isn't planner related, but it is planner related, because in my Franken planner, I have my wellness section, and here I have, like what I want to accomplish that week, and read 10 pages per day. So for me to be able to make sure that I'm checking in and it's working out, I need to make sure I set up everything to accomplish what it is I have as a goal. And then the other thing I like to have is I have my planners that I come and check in with sitting on my desktop, ready for me to come and check in. What I like to do sometimes as well is right before bed, like after I've checked in, if I know I have a busy day the next day, I like to, and I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to find my everyday spread so I can show you the example. But like say I have a really busy day the next morning, what I like to do is if I have like my desk, and that's just because I have my workspace, I will have my planner open to my weekly spread, and this is my everyday spread. So that means anything I'm doing for home life, I like to have it sitting out, so when I wake up in the morning I could take a quick glance at it. Even though I checked in last night, I'll be like, okay, this is what I need to get done. And it's just nice to have it sitting open, again, because I work from home and I'm mostly at home most of the day. So if I do need to run a quick errand, I could just look at it. Another tip too, if you don't want to have to carry your planner with you, because like, you know, these planners are kind of big, you can always get a mini planner for on the go, but I'll just come and take a quick picture of it, so that way at least I have it on my phone and I could go back and look at it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is what I needed to get done. So that's a little tip, is to have this visually out so you can see what's going on throughout the day. If it's a busy day, you guys, like that's like if it's a busy day. So I have my books on my side table, my planner is always out. It's a busy day, and I just have my planner stack sitting on my desk for me to come and check in. The other planner that I use that I always love to do every night is my gratitude journal, and I just have it tucked in right here. So when I'm sitting at my desk, I can just reach over, grab it, and get into filling it, and then put it away, and it's good to go. So I think having, like, this is kind of relates to the first tip of just having it in a caddy, but having the tools that you're using, and for me tools are the planners, for you to accomplish what it is that you're wanting to get done this year. For me, gratitude journaling is 100% important. I've been doing it for years now, and if there's anything that I for sure do, is always my gratitude journal. Sometimes I will forget to check in with the planner because it's just, I'm exhausted. It's been a long, you know, hectic day, lots going on, but I need to come and check in with gratitude journal because it just makes my heart and soul happy before I go to bed. So I like to have everything accessible, so when I sit down at the desk, or even if I'm in bed, I could just pull it out and journal. Luckily, like I said, I have everything in this one area, so it's easy for me. But I just think it's really important to strategize in that concept, because a lot of times we don't really think, okay, we have our planners, but what is it that's going to remind you to look at your planner? So think of those things. It's where can I put my planner, or my book, like the books or gratitude journal, whatever it is that you're using. Where can I put it visually that I remind myself, you know what, I see it, I need to check in. So put it somewhere that you'll also remember to check in. Like if you have your caddy, like you set up, like I mentioned, maybe put it on a tabletop and you visually see it every day and you're like, yeah, I need to check in with it. So that's one thing to keep in mind, is when you're strategizing in your planner routine, what's going to be the easiest way to remember to check in and to also be able to accomplish everything that you're setting as goals. So for me, it's important to check in with my wellness by reading, and also just meditating and doing my gratitude journal is considered part of my wellness journey. So I really love that. And one thing that I've added into my planner routine is a new planner, and I showed you guys a video, but it's my my bullet journal planner. And I absolutely love this. I've been working on it for a week now. Again, I'm pre-filming, so I'm not 100% sure when this video is going up, but we are on January 6th today, or is it 5th? January 5th, sorry guys. But I have been doing a couple days already of my goals that I have set for myself, and this is just a goal planner. I designated this just to be a goal planner, and I like that it's separate from my regular planner routine. So that's planner system. That's another tip, is if you feel like overwhelmed having everything in one area, maybe you just have one planner. And this is just going for those of you that are like, well, why do you need so many planners? You really honestly don't need more than one planner, you guys. And like I've said this multiple times, you don't even need a planner. You could use a notebook and a pen and accomplish everything. I just like the concept of having a planner with a few separate sections, because for me, it just helps to have it categorized, like in regards to budgeting, social, and everyday home life in this one planner. And if you're wondering how I set this up and what is a Frank planner, I do have my Planner 2022 setup video, and I go into great detail of how I set it up and what's a Frank planner in the whole system. So you definitely go check out that video if you are interested in wondering how that works. But for this year, that was part of the strategy of my planner routine. I felt like I needed something that was, you know, separate from my usual disc-bound system, and allowed me to be creative, because I think when you're trying to create a planner routine, it also has to be something that makes you feel alive, makes you feel creative, gets that fire going. If you're just writing on paper and pen, which is totally fine, but for me personally, I just felt like, okay, I could do a quick to-do list, but it's not going to keep me enticed and keep me coming back to want to plan. And that's why I love the planners that I'm using, because it makes me excited to come and have fun with it, draw and add stickers and enjoy planning. Because, like when you're having to plan out your budget and to-do lists, I mean, it's part of life, but if you can make it fun with some stickers and, some markers, then do whatever makes you happy. So that makes me happy, and I've accomplished a lot using planners. But I just knew I wanted something different for a goal planner. And when I say a goal planner, this is everything goals related to LB Novelties and what I want to accomplish with LB Novelties. And this has me really excited, you guys, because I have been wanting to accomplish these goals for LB Novelties, but I'm always saying like, oh, I want to do this, but I never allotted time for it. And it's not that I didn't have time, but I was just, wanting to squeeze in as much time to film YouTube videos and reels and get content for my vibe makers, that the goals that I wanted for LB Novelties kept getting pushed to a back burner because I really honestly didn't create a system to accomplish those goals. So that's why I'm also sharing this here in this planner routine. I'm incorporating this new planner and this new concept of accomplishing goals for this specific kind of concept that I have for helping novelties by incorporating this into my routine. So you can always add something to your routine even throughout this year. Like if you're feeling like, I need to add like I need some way to organize this area of my life and I feel like it's not working with the routine I have. You can always switch up your routine by either, maybe switching out a layout or adding a new planner, or even just switching the time that you're planning. Just keep working at it until you find your groove. And I'm telling you guys, it will also switch with the season of your life. So keep that in mind, that it's totally fine if sometimes you're feeling like I don't have time to do this or it's just not working. Just flow with it and allow it to incorporate into your life. The planning system should not be causing stress. It should be part of your day-to-day routine. So I am incorporating this by adding a goal each month, and it's like baby step goals to the big goal that I have for LB Novelties. So for example, my first month, I set up a monthly goal section right here, and I have how to improve photography skills. And I've had this Canon camera for years, guys, but I really honestly don't know how to use it properly. I've taken photos and everything. I'm really proud of what I've learned to do with it, but I want to improve with it. And the reason behind that is because I could visualize and see LB Novelties going in a different, route, and I just have a big goal for it. But for me to get to that goal, I need to kind of create the baby steps. So that's why I'm incorporating this goals planner, and I just check in with it. And this is where the check-in comes in. Every night, like when I'm watching a YouTube video and learning something new with the class, and YouTube video, for those of you that are like maybe wanting to set a goal of like, how do I start a YouTube channel, or how do I create content, and this is just for planners out there that are like wanting to create their own planner page or planner channel, or if you have any goal in mind, YouTube is amazing, you guys. That's where I've learned a lot of the things that I've used to help me grow LB Novelties is through YouTube, and it's free. So always keep that in mind, that YouTube is a very resourceful area that you can use. So I just am tracking the videos that I'm watching, and then I have a goal that I set for myself. Each Wednesday is like where I'm going to be setting a goal when it comes to photography. And then what I do is I come in and check it at night, and I just put the video I watch and then some of the highlights that I learned from that video. So that's something that you can do also into your routine if you're trying to accomplish a goal. Is maybe not have to do it every day of the week, but just do it maybe 3 days a week. Check in, write down what you learned, write down whatever it is that you accomplished for that goal, and then just keep at it. And so that's what I'm saying, like checking in really does make a difference. I feel like this has really helped me, and I'm only 2 days into this routine that I've added, but it just makes such a difference. And I'm really, really excited about it. So create strategies and incorporate things into your routine that will help you to accomplish the goals that you have in mind for this year. All right, so those were just a couple of tips that I want to share with you. I didn't want this to be a super long video, but I just wanted to just share with you what I'm doing to help me stay on track when it comes to making sure my planner routine stays on course. And it's just something that I work on every day. It's not like I'm perfect at it and I remember to plan every single day, But for me, I like to also decorate my planner spreads. And this is for those of you that like to do decorative planning. You don't even have to decorate. Like I said, you could do paper and pen and still accomplish a lot. But I like to decorate my planners a week prior to using the spread. So like, for example, we are on the 5th, but I already have my next week decorated. And the reason I do that also is that I film reels. So I'm always a week ahead when it comes to decorating content. So I can get content out for you guys. But if it helps, for example, like I don't really film this goals planner. I'll probably do maybe a flip through later. But last night while I was checking in, I'm like, okay, I'll do my check-in. And I felt kind of like, I just want to kind of decorate. And I sat and I like created the spread. I drew it out, I added some stickers, and it's for next week and it's ready to go. So if you have free time, that's another thing is, and this is only if you like want to decorate your spread, if you find that it's therapeutic. I love doing it. It makes my creative soul happy to add some stickers, to decorate. I would say do it a week in advance. Like you don't have to wait till like Sunday night and then be decorating this and be like, oh, I'm tired. Because that could get kind of exhausting too. Like I like that this is ready. So Sunday night when I come and fill this in, and this one I don't fill in, but I fill this in weekly. But imagine this was just your planner. If I come in on Sunday night and fill this in, it's ready for me to go. And I'll just show you for example, because I think this video will be going up after my Miss Maker. Yeah, it should be going up after. Again, like pre-filmed video. So I'm trying to think in my mind what the schedule it is. But let me just show you an example. So this is for next week and it's ready to go. And it's for sticker week. So it's ready for me to just come and fill in. And I know I get asked a lot of questions. How do you know what's going on? Like, that's why I leave a lot of white space available for me, because I don't fill in much on this in regards to like social media. Like this is just my home life. That's all I keep it for. I don't add anything other than home life stuff and like just like if I'm working that day or anything like errands wise, I write in here. So I make sure I add boxes, I add a checklist so I can just come in and fill in here whatever's going on that day. So for those of you that feel comfortable enough to put the stickers down before you write in plans, you can do it ahead of time. And now on Sunday night when I go and fill in my planner, it's ready for me. I don't have to worry about putting stickers, and that saves me time too. So that's another thing you can do. It's just pre-decorate your, and this again, like I said, this is if you like to decorate, decorate. And there's people that don't like to decorate until like they know their plans and then they come and fill their plans and then add the stickers. So everybody has a different system, but that's just a tip I like to share because it really does save time. If you have some time and you're sitting watching some Netflix, just decorate your your week, and then you just have to come in and fill in the planner when it's time to fill in the planner. So I really enjoy having my workspace. I'm really grateful for it, and the way I've set it up. It's been a few years of using these kind of like furniture pieces, but I like having everything in a section, in an area, and I'm really grateful. Again, a lot of these stickers were sent out to me when I was on Happy Planner Squad, so I'm grateful for that too. And then I do a lot of couponing, but it's something I love to do is play with stickers and have fun with it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to kind of bring you along of like just little simple things that I do every day to help me keep a routine. And just to remind you guys, don't get stressed out if you are new to planning. You're like, what the heck am I doing? Like I see all these people and they're like all, it takes time. Even for someone that's a seasoned planner who's been doing it for years, I'm still always learning and adding different things every few months, and sometimes I'll get in a planner rut. But what I've learned to do is just kind of take away and not add so much to my plate. And I think that's something I want to recommend for anybody that's new to planning. It could get overwhelming and you're seeing everybody's, like they have a million planners and they have everything like scheduled and laid out, and maybe you might not feel that way. That is totally fine. Don't feel overwhelmed. Work with what you have. If you have that one planner, learn to love that one planner and make it work for you, and play around with it and the layouts and just different types of way of using it. I think that's the most important thing, is to first get accustomed and used to a planner, and then you can incorporate more stuff if you feel the need that you need more. But for me, I feel like I've kind of downgraded, because before I used to have a lot of planners, and I realized that it was kind of making me anxious, and like I just felt like, okay, I just need one for budget, social media, just because I like to keep LB Novelties separate from my home life, and then gratitude journal. And for wellness, I don't even have a wellness planner. I just have wellness check-in sheets, because like I felt overwhelmed having another planner that I had to fill in. So keep that in mind too when you're sitting down at night filling in your planner. If you have multiple planners, Are you feeling anxious? Is it making you like, oh my God, there's so much to fill in? That's when you need to be like, what can I take out and what can I keep? What's gonna make me happy and what's like really not needed? So just take the time to kind of see what's working for you. And I'm telling you guys, you will learn your system and what makes you flow with your routine, but it's about you making it your own. And I know it's really hard because sometimes you'll see a lot of people doing different things. It's good to get inspired by others because I always get inspired by so many planners. But at the end of the day, I remind myself, do it your way and what works for the season of life that you're in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to try my best to share more fun videos like this where I get to just talk with you guys. I used to do this a lot last year, and I'll probably bring it back again, but I'm trying to carve time where I feel like I have time to sit and talk with my vibe makers this way and share more fun tips. So if there's anything specifically that you'd like to see on a YouTube video, and it doesn't have to just be planner related, anything, and maybe if you'd like to see a day of video, just let me know in the comment section below and I'm more than happy to film it. But I'd love to bring you guys along this year in this journey and what I'm doing to try to improve LB Novelties and just take care of my wellness and just be in a happier, more relaxed state of life. I feel like after the past few years that we've had, I think it's important to always remember to just focus and recharge. So with that, I leave you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps when you hit that little thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you are new. Welcome here to the Vibe Maker tribe. I'm really happy to have you guys here. I love my Vibe Maker so much. And hit that notification bell to let you know when I posted my most recent video. That way you know when there's a new video here on my channel. And as always, guys, peace and love.